All right, guys, let's do a what's in the bag. Something I haven't done in a while. I have a couple changes since my last what's in the bag. We're gonna start out with the moneymaker, the most important club in my bag. And yes, if you're watching this video, I know you don't gain 3 shots around on the putting green. Very important, go work on your 2 to 4 footers. I guarantee if you're watching this video, it will lower your scores. Last time I was using something a little bit different, but I went back to an old 009. I just love the style of this head. This is about 1/4 inch shorter than my original setup, which is, my original setup is 34 3/4 inches. This is 34.5. Lie angle is 70 degrees. I've got 3.5 degrees of loft. This is a touch under 340 gram head, so it would be considered pretty light. I mean, it still feels a little heavy to me, but I like it. Next, let's go to the longest club in my bag. I love talking about this thing. I've been using this for a while. I've got a TSI 3, 10 degree, kind of an A1, pretty neutral setting. I've got a Fujikura Ventus Blue 6X. I like it. It's not very stiff. A lot of new shafts, super stiff, but this does not feel stiff at all. I hit black a couple times. That was really too stiff. And it says Velocore. I don't really know what that means, but yeah, 45 inches. It's not long. I need to work on hitting the center of the face, so it might be almost a touch short on the shorter side, just to hit the center of the face. Next, we've got my 3-wood. I've got a TSI 2, A1 setting, and this is a Mitsubishi Tensei Black AV Series 75 TX Flex. This is 1/4 inch shorter than a standard 3-wood length. When I was getting fitted for this thing, my ball speed was pretty good, and JJ, he fit me from tour. He said, you know, we can still get pretty good speed with the shorter shaft. I was hitting it solid, so it's easier to hit the center of the face. So this one's a little bit shorter, but this one's quite different than my driver. This feels extremely stiff. This feels like when I do this, it doesn't feel like it even moves. But I like it. I choke down a lot on it. We're moving on to what has become one of my favorite clubs. This Titleist U500 3 iron has become one of my favorite clubs. It's got the Tensei CK Series 90 HY TX Flex, very stiff again. Doesn't feel as stiff as my 3-wood, but it feels pretty stout. Now I'll tell you why I like this. I've been hitting this kind of this draw solid stinger with it, and I've been hitting it pretty long. I mean, I could fly this thing 225 with confidence, with a lot of roll. So it's been great. Now moving on to my 4 iron, and I'm gonna describe my 4 iron because it's different than the rest of my set. I've got a 620 Cb4 Iron. Looks great. I've got rifle 6.5 shafts. Feels pretty stiff. D2 swing weight. Very forgiving. Not too fast off the face. But I got a little bit more height compared to the muscle backs. So now we're gonna move on from my 5 iron through my pitching wedge, and I've got still the 620 muscle backs. Look great, same shaft, 6.5 rifles. It's very predictable. I've always been a fan of muscle backs because you know what you're gonna get. There's no like, what happened there? It's usually me. So I got 5 through the pitching wedge, and I'm gonna describe my 9 iron. I've got a 45 degree 9 iron on this 620. Looks good. I don't hit it very far. I hit it shorter than 140 yards, 38, between 36 and 38 comfortably. I don't try to hit it very far. Then we're gonna move on to my very special ugly pitching wedge. And Titleist didn't make this ugly, I made this ugly. It says 47 on the bottom, but it's actually a touch under 50 degrees. It's like 49 and a half. And if you really look closely at that, right over here, it goes that way. It's got onset. So when you look down at this thing, it is like you've never seen anything like it. Now, if like Aaron Dill bent it, it wouldn't look, he would get the same, it would look aesthetically better, but I think it serves the same purpose. So I was in a hurry at Hacienda, and I did it myself. All my irons are a degree flat. This is D3 swing weight. The rest of my irons are D2. I kind of like them light. I grew up with lighter irons. Now, a new addition to my set is the new SM9 56S. That's the same model head. It's got fancy stamping. Thank you, Aaron. You're a true artist. I said, just stamp my name on it, and I thought he was just gonna put J-O, but no. He gets creative. I love it. I love him. I've got Dynamic Gold S300s. I've been using this spec for a while. It's 63 degrees in lie angle, which is a degree flat than the standard. My loft is a touch over 56. It's not 57, but it's definitely not 56. The swing weight is a touch under D6. So when they get to D6 and I feel like it's too heavy, I'll just grind off a few grams or hit a few bunker shots, and it'll go below D6. That's kind of that's how I like it. Golf Pride Tour Velvets, 60 rounds. I like thin grips. I've been using this since I was a kid. Never really ventured off to try something new. And the length of this guy is 35 and a half. And yeah, I know my specs and my wedges really well. Better than my irons and my driver and my 3-iron. All right, here's another new addition to the bag. This is a Wedge Works 60 A grind. Love the A grind, super low in bounce, more fancy stamping. Just work of art. Like, I don't even want to use it. So most of my wedges have a number to show like when I got the wedge, so I know when to change. Because I recommend, you know, if you're an amateur golfer and you're trying to compete at like a USGA level, trying to go play in a USAM or a mid-am, or you know, a women's mid-am, you've got to be switching out your wedges. It's so important. Golf balls, use new golf balls, wedges, especially your 60. Not so much in the sand wedge, but the 60, definitely. This is 35 and a quarter inches, 63 degree lie angle, and again, just a touch under 61 degrees. So, you know, a big part of today, just kind of doing a what's in the bag, is you could see what I've changed, but what also I haven't changed. It's been a while. When I get to knowing my wedges and knowing my specs, this is a tool for me. I just needed to do what I needed to do. There's no new, there's no better. If I'm searching for something different, yeah, I'll get together with the guys and say, hey, I'm looking for a little bit more of this. I don't even know what that is right now. But I was using the T grind, but over a year ago I went to the A, and I love it. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and if you like getting new clubs, or if you like sticking to your clubs. It's more of why are we using certain clubs? You know, do you have a preference, or do you just change? You know, sometimes I like to change putters, but not really. You know, those of you who know me really well, like I just don't change clubs very much at all. But thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already, hit that like button, ring the bell, and we'll see you on the next video.